And so you carry that mentality kind of into your current way you look at training, which is a functionality based, as opposed to, I know you said you don't like gymnastics because it's the accomplishment of a feat. You don't like pull-ups just to do them, or a body weight because someone says to do something. So it is kind of...
Well, yeah, I mean, let's say, for example, the urban gymnastics have become pretty popular. They have these championships. Right. And look, I'm not against kids out having fun, believe me. I used to hold a human flag, with the arm straight. I could do that for 30 seconds. 1982, my record was 31 seconds. That's a pretty long time to hold a flag. But none of those things are sustainable. And they do erode your joints over time. So a lot of these young guys are already suffering from elbow and shoulders. In my way of thinking, proper training should preserve your youth, should prevent injuries, not cause injuries. So they've made this urban gymnastics kind of a sport. And look, I'm all for getting kids out from the video games, out in the parks. It's healthy. But, they train like kamikazes, and they just overtrain, and they don't realize the damage that they're doing to themselves. And what's really frightening now is there's these coaching courses in how to perform these feats and stunts, and it's going a little bit more mainstream. And I think it's a step in the wrong direction. First of all, why would you ever want to become a certified coach in something like that? What, you're going to take businessmen and businesswomen and destroy their joints with this kind of stuff? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, you spent some time with the Bar Stars guys.
Yeah, and they're lovely guys.
And you had an amazing video.
Great.
Yeah, we talked about it last time, but like all those guys' shoulders are shot, right?
Well, shoulders and elbows, they're not shot right now at this point, but I think they're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're realizing that, hey, there is a due date on cottage cheese for a reason.
Okay.
You don't stay young forever, and you don't see very many people much over 40 years old doing any of that. Every once in a while, you'll see a YouTube clip of some guy in his 50s or maybe even his 60s, but they're not doing those type of stunts. Right. They're just doing chins and dips and such, And every once in a while, you'll see some old ex-gymnast doing front levers or something, but you can count on one hand the number of guys doing it. And there's a reason why, because that type of training is unsustainable. And if that's your be-all, end-all, and that's the whole reason you are training, you're going to quit. You're going to get disappointed because you're not going to be able to do that stuff anymore. There has to be something deeper driving you when you train.
Right.
When you train.
What do you like to see your clients get involved in? Is it combat stuff? Is it jiu-jitsu? Is it kettlebells? What kind of things do you think promote longevity when it comes to training?
I think just your simple bodyweight exercises are fantastic, but I have my own system that I created over the years.
Just the 5 pillars?
Based on the 5 pillars.
Okay. Which are what?
Pushing and pulling, both horizontal and vertical. So for every vertical pull, let's say chin up or pull up, you want to do some type of pushing movement overhead. Okay. Same thing for every push up you do, you need to do a bodyweight row. Some people call them reverse push up, and then you have your squat, which is a level change. You hinging motion, which is hard with bodyweight. The hinge, it's kind of like that deadlifting motion. Yeah. That's the hardest thing to get with just body weight. And then you have rotation and anti-rotation type movements. Some of the 5 pillar, I didn't create this idea, by the way, this movement-based exercise. But there are different versions of it. Some people include loaded carries, like dragging things or carrying things. But I didn't. I liked the rotation, anti-rotation stuff.
Okay.
And then I have a 6th category, which isn't one of the pillars, but it's ancillary movements, things like calf raises, neck work, finger grip work, for some of the smaller muscle groups, ab work, perhaps.
Okay.
That type of thing.
You were one of the first guys to grab a kettlebell in America and talk about kettlebells. Do you still use them? To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media login and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.